Nokne warriors, and welcome to the last two episodes of the Solanae Dyson Sphere called Fluidic Destruction and Surface Tension. The Undine have started to invade the Dyson Sphere, General. They have employed massive planet killers to destroy the Voth that were previously engaging in the Voth zone. Now the Undine have taken full control of a portion of the sphere and are seeking to destroy it. Alliance has set Admiral Charles Rex to lead the charge against the Undine. He could use your help if you can spare it. I think we can. And before we enter, we're going to have to reset our skills.
Captain, you are in the Undine battle zone. Our goal is to close fluidic rifts to destroy Undine planet killers. Here is our plan. This is a map of the battle zone. We have 3 different methods of closing the rifts. When a rift is open, the area is red. When we close a rift, it will change to blue. Closing rifts advances our progress, shown by this meter. When it is full, we can launch our attack on the planet killers. We must defeat at least one planet killer for the operation to be considered a success. Good luck.
Thank you. The fight in the Undine battle zone is going for a long time, and Admiral Rex is going to need all the help he can get to push the Undine back and out of the sphere. Recent events have underscored the threat posed by the Undine, the native species of fluidic space. These aliens have infiltrated galactic powers, including the Federation, by their shape-shifting and telepathic abilities. In an attempt to form a united front against this threat, I have called for a summit to discuss the means by the various governments of the Alpha and Beta quadrants that can detect and neutralize the Undine presence. The location for these talks would be the Genolan Dyson Sphere. Control of this site is currently under dispute by the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and Romulan Republic. However, I believe access to the sphere should be a secondary concern to that of the threat of the Undine. Your experiences in the field may prove to be a valuable perspective, as well as moderating influence. Please attend as representative of the Federation. I'm Klingon Empire.
We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed.
Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway. The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. We are within the Solanae Dyson sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
And now, the continuation.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable. Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
It is good to see a fellow warrior of your stature. While I find the Federation's insistence on conferences and committees to be tiresome, at least we're here and might be able to finally accomplish something. I expect this will be a boring affair punctuated by a great deal of posturing. The sooner it is over with, the sooner we can return to defending the Empire.
Lead on, Captain.
I am gratified to see the Klingon Empire recognizes the importance of this conference. It is time that we reached an equitable position with regard to the threat posed by the Undine. I would recommend assisting your ambassador while we complete our final preparations. The talks will begin shortly.
The Federation is too busy with bureaucracy to begin promptly. How typical. Consider this an opportunity to see to the Empire's interests in this venue.
What does the Empire require? Take care of the following issue.
Talk to the other delegates and intimidate the other attendees in order to ensure they take the Klingon commitment to this war seriously.
Understood.
Take this opportunity to look for distinctive devices and scan Jenolan sphere technology.
Understood.
I have to say, I'm quite surprised at how smoothly this conference is proceeding. We've all been here for some time, and not a single gunfight has broken out. How encouraging. This conference may represent a new opportunity for the people of 3 quadrants.
It is unlikely the Cardassian Union has much to contribute. Even the Bajorians were ultimately too much of a challenge for your military.
An interesting opinion. And tell me, how is your quarrel with the Federation going? I don't seem to recall seeing the Imperial Klingon standard flying over the ruins of Starfleet Command the last time I visited Earth. It's true, Cardassia has suffered some reversals in the past. That said, the warrior who considers us defeated is a foolish warrior indeed.
As you say, strength in numbers won the Dominion War, and it can work again when the Undine challenge us.
This conference could be an excellent opportunity for profit. If the Federation, the Klingons, and the Romulans can all agree on something, it could open the door to new trade agreements, shipping routes, and technology deals.
Just remember, in the event of a war, the Klingon Empire will be forced to only honor its commitments to other warriors.
What's that supposed to mean exactly?
If this conference fails, the likelihood of open conflict increases. If your ships aren't prepared to fight, then they'll need to stay out of the way.
The preliminary tasks are complete. You should speak with Admiral Tuvok again.
The delegates have all arrived. The presentation will begin shortly. You have some time to familiarize yourself with the other ambassadors and their positions. I suggest that you do so.
Very good.
Thank you for greeting me. I'm always pleased to meet with our allies in the Klingon Empire. I trust that the Republic will be able to take a leadership role in studying this sphere. The extensive knowledge we've gained from the Solanae sphere should give us an advantage here. And, after all, the gateway that leads to both of these spheres is in Republic space.
Is that the only thing we need to decide here? What about the Undine?
Yes, the Undine. Very interesting. My security advisors have been looking over the data, and we are all very curious to hear what you and Admiral Tuvok have to say on the matter.
There's a podium set aside for the Romulan delegation.
The Xindi are here to support Admiral Tuvok's call for cooperation. We know what tragedies befall a people who are being manipulated by outsiders, as we once were. The Undine's lies and manipulation remind us of the Sphere Builders, whose deceptions led us to make one of the greatest mistakes in our history. There are 5 races on my world. We all know reaching a consensus can be difficult, but the Xindi are living proof that if we put aside animosity, our differences can make us stronger.
Thank you.
The Federation's position is quite clear. We believe the only way to safeguard the future of the Alpha and Beta quadrants is for all the galactic powers to behave as reasonable entities and work together to oppose those who would threaten our worlds. It doesn't matter if that threat comes from the Undine, the Borg, or the Iconians. The response is the same.
That was unexpectedly brief. Thank you, Ambassador.
I can already see this will be a most tedious event. If you have any influence whatsoever with any of the other delegates, be sure to underscore the fact that the Klingon Empire will consider anyone who does not act against the shapeshifter threat as a co-belligerent.
Thank you, Ambassador.
You've spoken with representatives of all of the delegations. You should return to Admiral Tuvok.
We are almost ready to begin. Will you complete the final preparations for the conference while I speak to Captain Sean? After that, your assistance in encouraging everyone to take their seats would be appreciated. I must join the Federation delegation.
Understood. I'll finish preparations and direct people to their seats.
Ah, it seems the time has come at last. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome, Counselor.
I was just going. Don't rush me.
Thank you for taking your seat.
Oh, yes, I will take my seat.
Thank you.
I suppose we can begin.
Thank you for taking your seat.
You can start the presentation from the control console.
The Undine represent a clear and present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant? Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you want?
Given the exceptionally complicated nature of such...
Ambassador, given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
You admit you are wrong?
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss. Who owns this sphere? I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa. I have a proposal of 500,000 bars of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
A massive fleet of Undine vessels just appeared from a rift. They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine? What do they want?
Unknown. Drop to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth's space dock.
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Comic-Coup!
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system. Although our people are no longer allies, will you sit idly by while others fight against the Undine? They must be stopped.
Beam up and follow the Undine fleet to Earth.
Species 8472 is already boarded Earth space dock. Once we are through the gateway, we must render assistance as soon as possible. I am picking up several distress calls from across the system. Curious. There are fewer Undine vessels than we witnessed using the gateway.
Any word from Starfleet Command?
Negative. The subspace relay booster network appears to be offline. I am reading Undine ships attacking Earth space dock, as well as attacks on the lunar colonies and the orbital habitat on the far side of Earth.
We need to split our forces if we're going to stop the Undine in multiple locations.
Agreed. Enterprise will clear the area around the lunar colonies.
Understood, we'll head towards Earth space dock.
Fine. Jirok and I will clear the far side of the planet.
Good hunting.
Enterprise will set course for Luna.
The Fortescue and Lisette will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
My ship is operational. We will fall in and make a run for the space dock. Earth is one of the most secure planets. This moment Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage. Not hurry. Earth's space dock may be destroyed.
Tethys Dreadnought, inbound.
We're no match for Klingon warriors.
Lunar colony secure.
We will put an end to this together.
Andrew Mech. Cut. Jezebel.
Is that a Klingon transponder signal? As if this could get any worse. There are Undine hunting parties on Earth's space dock. We're fighting them, but if you're willing to help, we could use it.
You expect us to help?
The Federation has no right to your assistance, but I am requesting it anyway. You have fought the Undine. They are enemies of the Empire. Do you want to let them win now?
It is the honorable thing to do, but do not forget this, we won't.
The boarding parties on Earth's space dock should be our main concern. The Undine will be attempting to cripple Starfleet operations, gain valuable data, and capture ranking officers. We cannot afford to allow them to succeed. I am prepared to beam down immediately. Your assistance will greatly improve our chances of success.
Beaming down now.
Earth's space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn. The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear. We must ascertain the whereabouts of Admiral Quinn and expel all Undine boarders. Teams from other ships have beamed to lower decks here on the station. While your fleet's willingness to assist the Federation is unexpected, having Klingon warriors on our side will give us an advantage.
Indeed.
Everything hurts. What? Who? Admiral Tuvok and... I don't think you're supposed to be here. What's happening?
What happened here?
I don't... What? The windows. They came through the windows walking down the hall. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Earth is supposed to be safe.
He seems very rattled, Animal. What can you do?
Indeed. I can initiate a mind meld. It will calm him, and I will be able to learn what he knows about the attack. This is not normally something I would suggest, but I believe that in this instance, it is necessary.
Do what you need to do. I'll keep watch.
My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts.
I'm feeling better now, thank you. The Undine, yes. It disappeared in close orbit. We were taken by surprise. And now the defense system worked. I don't know why. They've been killing people. I don't know what they want. But they've been systematic in their attacks. They want something. Pull it together, Ensign. You have a duty to this station.
There is more going on with these boarding parties than mere description. Phaser fire. There are more Starfleet officers fighting nearby.
Good, more battle, the Undine will fall.
We need to manually activate the fire suppression systems.
I see the panel to activate the extinguishers.
I thought Earth space dock would be a quiet assignment.
And we will crush the Kamikuv.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
Hello, neck. Cock. Just fine.
Admiral Tuvok, I'm going to help hold this position. I'm not much of a soldier, but I can make repairs and help keep this area clear of Undine. I hope Admiral Quinn is okay. He was on comms a few minutes ago, but the transmission was cut off.
Fight well, Ensign. We'll find Admiral Quinn.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
I'll stay here. Good luck.
The damage is extensive, but we will rebuild. First, however, we must drive species 8472 back to fluidic space. Admiral Quinn. The Empire tried to warn us about the Undine, but it is clear now that the Federation had already been infiltrated. They convinced us to dismiss the threat. It was an error for which we will pay dearly. Admiral Quinn is not here. He may be alive elsewhere on the station. The logical course of action amid so much chaos would be to re-establish the chain of command.
And how do we get anyone to listen to us, Vulcan?
Perhaps we can establish more reliable communications by directly linking to the Starbase's internal systems. The consoles here can be used for that purpose. Make the attempt. I will keep watch for more Undine.
Ha! An honorable trade. I will link to internal comms.
I will cover you.
Who is this? Communications are damaged. One moment. This is Admiral Quinn.
How do we know you're the real Admiral Quinn?
Thank you. Now, maybe we should... Commander Egan.
Admiral, what is your status?
I'm pinned down in my office with Egan. We've been trying to get internal comms and sensors working. What's your status?
Your officers were putting up a worthy fight.
The Undine boarding parties appear to have some goal in mind, but we are unsure as to what it might be. Admiral, I suggest you hold your position. We will make our way to you.
The Undine will not stand against us.
Stay alert for more imposters. Ambush.
Not for long.
There are still more Undine on the station. I can feel their anger. The way is blocked. There may be an alternate route on the upper deck. Admiral Quinn and Commander Egan are below. The Admiral appears to require medical treatment. It is agreeable to see you, Admiral.
Quinn is dazed, but not appear to be critically injured. Rest, Admiral. I'll finish this battle.
Thank you. Now maybe we should... Commander Egan!
Is something wrong?
Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected. That being said...
The weak will perish. And you are weak.
He is tapping into the bioship's power keys.
Egan was an Undine? That would explain what happened to our defense grid. He would have known they were coming, and had ample opportunity to sabotage us. Damn, I didn't see that coming.
You were fooled. That is what the Undine do. What now?
Egan. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be... Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok! Can you hear me? Tuvok!
Tuvok! Hello, Tuvok. Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us. Tuvok! Tuvok!
Admiral Tuvok! Admiral!
Diversion. This was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
Captain Corrin.
Kronos will need every available ship. You helped defend the heart of the Federation. Now we must do the same for your empire.
Mizniak Styles, 1 to beam up. Laying a course for Kronos. Maximum warp.
We have arrived in the Kronos system. At this time, the ruins of Praxis are concealing our arrival from the Undine. The Klingon homeworld defense fleet has engaged the bulk of the Undine forces, but they appear to be taking heavy casualties.
Starfleet sends one ship, and it's a broken-down relic that belongs in a museum. Obviously, we will get no help from Starfleet. Come! There will be glory enough for both of us!
Reinforcements are on their way.
The Romulans have promised additional aid, as has Starfleet Command. The Enterprise is contacting all available ships and...
Meaningless words. Our warriors are ready to do battle here and now. We will not wait for the Federation to make a committee and take a vote on whether or not the Undine are a threat.
We will defend the homeworld until our final breath. Battle stations.
That was only a small force. The rest of the Undine will not be so easily defeated.
Are you afraid?
The Romulan Republic has made commitments to its allies. We are here to honor them.
Think of it as an increase in your opportunities to die with honor.
My apologies for being late.
Not exactly. We brought a few friends.
This is General Music Styles. I'm taking command of the task group. Follow my lead. As my ship explodes.
What is that thing?
The Undine have brought a large craft through a quantum singularity.
They're powering up weapons!
The Undine have a new planet killer!
Target that ship, and fire all weapons!
No effect! They're too strong!
Voyager has one nanite torpedo remaining from her time in the Delta Quadrant. Such devices proved effective against the Undine in the past. Tactical. Fire when ready.
They took some damage, but the planet killer can still fire. I can get the Aquarius into firing position above her and exploit the opening in her shields, but someone will need to keep the Undine distracted.
Roger that, Captain.
Sean, do not let this happen.
Weapons are offline. This is our only chance. Setting the Aquarius on a collision course.
Acknowledged. Do we have Sean's coordinates?
Getting locked now, sir. He did it, sir! The planet killer has been destroyed.
Tuvok to Allied fleet. Stand down. The Undine are retreating.
Captain Sean.
Transporter room. Did you get him?
We have...
Captain Sean to Admiral Tuvok. Permission to come aboard?
The High Council is signaling that they wish to speak with you directly. Are you prepared for transport to the first city?
Let's go.
You have earned your first captain specialization point. To begin a brief tutorial on this system, click anywhere in this menu.
There are many here who have seen the danger Species 8472 presents with their own eyes for the first time. Thank you for your assistance in protecting both Earth and Kronos from the Undine. However, one thing I have learned from your Empire is that battle can have benefits. Today's fight opened the door to what may be a lasting peace between the Federation and your Empire. Now we must have the courage to compromise for the greater good. In its way, that can be more difficult than waging war. The formalities will begin soon. Until then, I must take the time to speak to others who were instrumental in the success of this mission.
We face great threats. We will also celebrate great victories.
That was a close one. But I'm fortunate Voyager transported me off the ship at the last second. Still, it would have been a good death.
Glad you're still here, Captain.
Thank you for your assistance during the attack on Earth. You acted with true honor, and I am grateful we were able to offer some aid to Kronos in return.
Thank you, Admiral.
The Gorn have come to respect the Federation. We will abide by any decision the High Council makes. But I have advised the Chancellor that we support a permanent ceasefire. Undine infiltrators took my people to the brink of destruction. I will stand with anyone who opposes the Undine.
Thank you, Ambassador.
You have gained much honor and glory today. However, I now see Worf was correct. There is honor in the Federation as well. The time for our battle against Starfleet has passed. We should turn our blades toward the real enemy. I remember you from the Gateway activation. You fought well today. May our meetings on the battlefield always be as glorious.
Thank you, Captain.
I served in Starfleet, and now I serve the Empire. There are many on both sides of the current conflict for whom I have deep respect. I see this as an opportunity. We may find we have more in common than we realize.
I agree, Ambassador.
Our people come from a culture of deception and division. We've rejected our past in favor of open alliances. Perhaps it's time for the Federation and the Empire to set aside their past as well. We would welcome a ceasefire between our allies.
Thank you, Proconsul.
I admit, I did not expect the Federation to act with such honor. I do not know what the final decision of the High Council will be, but rest assured that the Undine will pay. We will hunt down every last Kameku and destroy them for what they have done here today.
They will pay with their blood.
The 5 races of the Zindi once tried to exterminate humanity. But through the efforts of a few people who were willing to change, we put aside our weapons and worked through our differences. Now, we are members of the Federation. Peace came with great difficulty, but that is the way of most things worth having. The Undine are here. They're spreading lies and dividing us from within. Now, more than ever, we need to set aside our animosities and work together for the greater good.
Thank you.
Your homeworld is safe. I'm glad the Lisette was here to fight by your side. I just wish my father could see all of us working together toward a common goal. This is the future he dreamed of.
Thank you, Commander.
Kapla! I see now why you are known as one of the greatest warriors of our age.
Thank you.
Many fine warriors have earned their places in Stovacor today. They died with honor, fighting one of our most formidable enemies. The Undine brought the battle to our very threshold. The fine warriors standing before me pushed them back. Let us honor our sacrifices and our accomplishments by ending...
So, you are the heroes of the Milky Way. You have come further than we expected. But still you chase our shadows.
We are not here to impress you, demon! We stand united, and there is no one who can...
We give you a single warning. Do not attract our attention again.
What was that?
That was the reason we need to work together. It's time for our feud to end.
Agreed. From this day forward, all hostilities between the Empire and the Federation will cease.
The Iconians use servitor races and other species to do their fighting for them. Species 8472 has been an unknowing cat's paw of the Iconians for some time. This time, however, the Undine were defeated, and it was our combined strength that allowed us to prevail. Thousands of years ago, the Iconians were defeated by an alliance of races. I predict their ultimate aim has been to prevent such an alliance from happening again.
But the conflict between the Federation and the Empire is over.
There have been periods in our combined history when the Federation and the Empire have not been at war, but they have not been allies either. This may be the beginning of such a time. It will be up to us to determine what happens next. With time, we may even restore the alliance that came out of the Khitomer Accords.
What happens now?
Voyager will return to the Delta Quadrant. There is much to do there, and the Jenolan Sphere will need to be protected from further Undine assaults. I am sure I will see you again. You have been a worthy ally, and your wisdom and courage will be called upon in the days ahead. Until then, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life. Until next time, Admiral, Ms. Unique Styles, one to beam up. Not since the Dominion War have we seen such valor. These events will resonate through history as one of the greatest battles of our time. You not only saved the Klingon Empire, you have opened the eyes of the Federation. You have brought honor to yourself and your house and revealed honor of an enemy. No greater deeds may be recorded in the record of battle. Surely your deeds will be without number, for Sto-vo-kor is terrified of your coming. And when we finally bring the battle to the Iconians, they too shall tremble. Thank you, Chancellor.
Congratulations, General.
And thank you, warriors, for watching, and we will see you again soon.